Okay, so now that we have that animated, let's look at a couple of more things inside the editor real quick. Up here at the top, this is really important. We've got toggle snap, and then we've got the increments that you want to toggle snap it by a number of seconds. This is set at half a second right now. You can set it at 1 second, 15 seconds, or you know, anything as low as 0.01 seconds. But I like it at 0.5. That's really good for basic animation. I'm going to go ahead and keep it on there. Make sure we have the toggle snap on, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to play that and see what it looks like. Let's go ahead and just push play and view. You know, I forgot one thing. Well, first of all, in order to play anything, you have to quit out of the Matinee editor. But I did forget one minor thing. With any object that you're going to animate, now I just selected the ship and I pressed F4. The movement has to be set to physics interpolating. That's the you know, if you've used any of the 3D Buzz tutorials, you'll notice that you'll have to add a static mesh as an interp actor. It's kind of the same thing with, you know, I'm using a skeletal mesh right now. It's kind of the same thing we're doing right there, is we're just going to movement, just changing its physics so it allows it, so basically Unreal can calculate its movement. And now with that done, we should be able to just press play. Oh, I keep getting ahead of myself here. Hold on. We need to add, we actually have the animation done, so, but we don't have it tied to anything. I'll show you it actually. The animation works just fine. Let's go ahead and click on the track, and then we'll move the time slider, and you can see, if you have real time selected here, you'll be able to see that it's moving in the bottom left corner. So we know that it's tied to the Matinee editor and that it's working properly. But now we need a trigger inside the game to actually trigger that event to happen. And the easiest one to do is really just to add a little trigger right here. Just right click, go to add actor, and drop add trigger. And now you can hit scale. You can scale out the bounding box. That's what you're seeing here, is just where the player can step and still trigger the action. So we'll keep it this size. And now we need to add it in Kismet and tie it to the animation. Just right click and make sure you have the trigger selected, which we do. Go into Kismet, right click, and down here towards the bottom, add new event using trigger, scroll to the right, and on touch. Now whenever this is touched, we want it to play the Matinee. Now for a door, you might have it reverse on untouched, but since we only want it to play once, we're just going to click and drag it to play, and that'll be sufficient. Alright, now we should be ready to test. Let's go ahead and see what it looks like. Gotta close that Matinee again. There we go. Drops us over here. I'm going to run over to our bounding box, our trigger box, and there it goes. So that concludes the basic tutorial for Matinee. Hope you enjoyed that. Now, in the next tutorial, I'm going to be moving on, and we're going to handle the helicopter that rotates around the city and shoots some missiles at us. Hope you enjoyed the basic tutorial, and look forward to seeing you in the advanced tutorial with the curve editor. Thanks.